Hi, Irma. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, thank you. Hello. Yeah, a little Microsoft update this morning. So we'll make it work. Okay, everyone. Well, we use a style of meditation here called intention meditation. And hi, Vicenta, welcome. Hi, Roslyn, welcome. Great. Glad you're here. Hi, Jan. Thank you. So, for the past 5 or 6 years, I have been doing this style of meditation to send requests out to or intentions rather, out to the quantum field. And it works really, really well. Far better than just statistically, what we would expect statistically. And I keep coming back to this style of meditation because it's so much fun and it's really effective and it's really easy and just takes a few minutes. So tonight we're going to meditate for 3 individuals, and we're going to begin by breathing together. This style of meditation requires bringing the brain and the heart into coherence. So we do that now with a very simple breathing technique. Put your hand over your heart to remind you to breathe through your heart chakra. And just breathe in very comfortably as you relax. Feel your sit bones in your chair. Feel your chair supporting you. Breathing in 4, 5, 6. Out 5, 6, 7. Very easy in and out. Very easy breath in and out. And you might feel your shoulders relax. You might feel your gaze softening or your eyes wanting to close. And you might even feel a little adjustment in the brain as your brain and your heart come into coherence. In 4, 5, 6, out 5, 6, 7. That slightly longer exhale signals the nervous system that it's okay to relax. There's nowhere else to be. There's nothing else to do in this moment. Breathing in and out. And now that we've arrived in this moment and we've settled into our bodies, consciously connect your heart to mine in this sacred, protected space. It's safe to do that. And at the end, we will disentangle our energy so there's no repercussions. Just good energy hygiene, breathing in 4, 5, 6, out 5, 6, 7. And we are now connected. Thank you, everyone. Our first intention. We now intend that our trip to Texas is safe, comfortable, filled with inspiration and meaningful moments, leading to work that is satisfying, well-paid, and enjoyable. And as I start the music, allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra. Send it spiraling out into the quantum field and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. Our second intention. Hi, just visiting. Welcome. Hi, Kumo Observer. Okay, so our second intention is a good example of using intentions to incrementally work on a complicated challenge with lots of moving parts. A few weeks ago, we meditated on this mom who needs a place to live, someplace for her and her 4 kids. It's going well, but I know that some of you saw the GoFundMe starting and stopping, and that's exactly what has happened. So some press releases are going to be sent out, and now we're going to intend for those press releases to be very effective. So, our second intention. We now intend that the press releases about this family immediately generate a great deal of interest, completely funding the campaign for their modest home to call their own in the next 30 days. So allow this intention to drop into your heart chakra. Send it spiraling out into the quantum field for the next 5 minutes and follow the energy. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. Hi, Bora Bora 3334. Welcome. Glad you're here. And our final intention for tonight. This 14-year-old child has been missing from his home since December 22nd up in Phoenix. And, it's been 3 weeks and his family doesn't know where he is. So let's see if we can't nudge him home. We now intend that when 14-year-old Jarius Bullard is immediately found healthy and well in every way, he returns to a safe, loving, and permanent home where he thrives. So send this intention out into the quantum field and follow the energy and gather any insights or impressions, and we'll share them after this final intention. Thank you, everyone. Trust this intention and release it with love. And so it is. Hi, Bernadette. Welcome. Okay, so 3 intentions, one for ours trip to Texas, one for the press releases going out on the GoFundMe, and then one for the child who's missing. And if you have some impressions you'd like to share with the group, you can go ahead and put them in the chat, and let's talk about it. I mean, part of what's so fascinating about this style of meditation is that you receive so much information. And for instance, for our heading to Texas, it was really interesting because I saw her in like a wrestling match. Like she would wrestle with one person and then vanquish them, and then she'd have to wrestle with the next person. So there was this very muscular like effort that she had to put into whatever she's doing there in Texas. And at the end of it, I heard that she would have earned hard-won wisdom. Right? And there was a part of her that was observing the whole thing. And there was a bit of she was of two minds. Like, you know, what should I be doing here? You know, where are the opportunities? Can I see myself here, there, doing this, doing that? It was really, really interesting. But at the end, I saw her being very, very proud of herself for making the decisions that she made and for working through these tough decisions. So it was really nice to see at the end, but I did see that there was quite a bit of effort involved. So, and again, at the end, very, very satisfying. Okay, here we go. Here's one from Irma. I initially saw a Wizard of Oz type scene with a close-up of the lion. There was a clear indication of making decisions with her heart. Yes. Yeah, I love that. Those myths and novels and movies, they have so many wonderful symbols that our guides use to talk to us. And the quantum field reflects your unique vocabulary with it. And further, Irma says, the road then shifted to this beautiful glittery road with soft light yellow and pink tones. Nice. And Vicenta said, I saw her with many important people surrounding her, and I felt she was determined. Indeed. And in Irma's vision, she said there was a rainbow at the end. Lovely. Yeah, very cool. And I'll keep an eye on the chat, but I want to move on to the press releases for the GoFundMe. This is for, let me pop this back up. This is for my friend Melissa's daughter and her 4 kids. They need a place to live. They're all squashed into a very small home right now, and it's very hard on everyone. And I saw these press releases. It wasn't like a huge flurry or a flock of them, but they went and each of them landed and had like a very, it was like a perfect fit. So wherever it landed, that was a perfect fit. And in the end, I saw my friend Melissa smiling and just being so relieved. So I feel really good about those press releases going out and getting the attention that the family needs for their fundraiser. And for the little boy, he's 14, but he's 5'5" and he weighs 220 pounds. So a lot of people will glance at him and assume he is an adult, but he's not. And that was really obvious when I dropped into the meditation. But let's go back to the mom with 4 kids. Here's what Irma said. She saw a white home suitable for her and her kids in a garden. Love that. Love that. I mean, she's asking for something really modest. She just wants a van that they can all sleep in and that she can get to school and work. But, you know, it's temporary. And Vicenta said, I felt the lady mom accomplished getting a home and the kids were in the backyard playing in a swing and running. Yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you. And Vicenta, we intended for you with the house. So, and we've had really good luck with these types of intentions. So it's might be feeling like it's taking a long time, but I feel really good about it. And then to go back to the little boy, what I saw for him, what I saw for Jarius was that, like, the adventure had kind of worn off, right? Like the fun, it was not fun anymore. And I felt this kind of panicky, kind of unhappy feeling for him. Like the people around him, he finally understood that these people don't care about him. And I just saw him getting this sort of stubborn look on his face and trying to decide what to do next. So, you know, we don't know what the circumstances were or why he left, or if he left, if he was lured away or if he left under his own steam. We don't know that, but I did feel like it was no longer fun and he was trying to make a decision. So in the meditation, I said to him that if you go back, you won't be the same person you were, and they won't be the same people they were either. And hopefully, if he goes home, everybody will have their act together and it'll be a much, much better situation for everyone. And we've meditated for our kids before and seen this. And it's worked out. Oh, to go back to Vicenta. Yes, it was for a house and a job. I got the job, waiting on the home. It will happen for me in this 2026. Yes. Yeah, I saw you in that house. Sometimes all we're doing with these intentions is shortening the timeline. And then Vicenta also saw the boy walking near a bridge, walking disoriented, black pants, gym shoes, and white shirt. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, especially if he's somewhere where he doesn't recognize things. Yeah. So when I look at, photos of people who are missing, whether they're adults or children, I will also see whether or not they are still in body, still on the planet. And I definitely feel like he is. So, here's what Irma says for Jarius. I also saw that wherever he's currently at, he's no longer satisfied or okay. There seems to be some indecisiveness, even boredom. And she also called out to him to reach out to his family. Yeah. I mean, this is how kids negotiate, right? They negotiate a better situation for themselves. Thank you, Irma. That's great. Yeah. And hopefully he will, decide to go back and make some demands, right? Like, things have to be better for everybody. And it's very hard to be 14. It's very hard to be a 14-year-old boy who looks like a man, right? Because you're going to find yourself in situations that aren't appropriate. And, even though part of you thinks you should be able to handle it, you don't know. You're too young. You just don't have the experience. So, yeah. So I do feel good about him because he is seeing how this is not the situation for him. So I hope that he will be home very, very soon. And I'll keep an eye on that and let you know what comes of it. Okay, wonderful. Thank you guys so much for putting your energy and your power behind these intentions. And it does so much good in the world. And we don't have to go out there and be physically involved in things. We can stay at home and use this very, very powerful method to help make the world a better place. And I really thank you for coming and lending your energy to these. And I want to remind you that on every Friday this month, I am doing a 30-minute healing circle with elderberry flower essence. And we've looked at the lore, we've invoked the flower essence, we've had some channeled messages. And on this Friday, I don't know what elderberry is going to do, but I'm really looking forward to the time with that plant. It's just so loving and generous and kind and compassionate. And every time we spend time with that flower essence, I just feel so much happier as a result. So I hope you'll join me and check out the other two that are recorded. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Jan. Glad you're here. Okay. All right. So as I said in the beginning, we will release these intentions and all the energy and all the connections that we've made. You don't have to carry these intentions with you. You don't have to be concerned about them or worry about them. We have sent that energy out into the universe, and now we wait. So at this moment, let's go ahead and disentangle ourselves. My energy comes back to me. Your energy goes back to you. And breathing in, very, very relaxed for 5, 6, out 5, 6, 7. Very comfortable. Inhale 4, 5, 6. Thinking of appreciation and gratitude and love, all the emotions that lift our vibration and put us into the nervous system state for resting, digesting, and healing. Breathing in 4, 5, 6, out 5, 6, 7. Inhale. Exhale, feeling that little adjustment in the brain that signals the disconnection from the group energy. And yet, if you found anything helpful or inspiring or useful, please take that with you into your week, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everyone.